What's up, ninjas? My name is Sam World, and Minimal Nights is finally out. My contribution to the minimal house world and the house world, as this pack can get very housey, especially with the chord stabs. Now, for this pack, my goal was to push the boundaries of presets forward by incorporating one after bass effect. What that means is when you hold the key on the MIDI keyboard, if you hold it long enough, it will start a sequence. Some of the sounds are going to have that, and it will help you bring your songs to life, as you're going to see as we start auditioning them. The other thing too is I wanted to incorporate some velocity automations on some of the presets just to see how you guys like them. You guys can let me know down in the comments below if it's something that you enjoyed or you felt like it took away. Especially with like tech house and house producers, we don't tend to use velocity enough, but I feel it's a thing that we can use to bring our songs to life and add a bit more flavor and energy as well. It opens up the doors. That being said, let's get straight into this, guys. So right now here I have Riffer, which is a great tool for generating ideas for the bass line. Okay, so remember to use the mods. I create the mods because it allows you to mold the sound, but at the same time create moments in your song. Well, okay, dude, it's sick, dog. All right, so from there, we have the bass lines in this pack, and some of them are going to be interesting, different from Deceiver. And Deceiver, I wanted more sub, more mid-low heaviness. In this one, I want more, I want some presence on the bass. I want to make sure the bass lines sound good out of the box for you guys, because I don't want you guys suffering. If you're going to support my sound design work, I want you guys to succeed, to be better than you were before the presets, because that's the point of you investing in yourself in these sounds, is to make better music and enjoy the process instead of getting presets where it just makes life hell. So the version we have is called Subby Desires. It's modeled after a Janitor remix track. This one, the key thing about it is that the sub can be removed, which creates this weird different vibe. And you can see how the bass sounds. All right, some really funky stuff with this one. Okay, as we move along, 12 era Stussy. This one needs to be a little bit more composed. So we're going to use the minor 7th here, just so that we have something that works. Hey! Let's be careful not to push too hard. Now, from there, we have my favorite bass, Anaconda. You can tell that it's slithery, it's long, thick. But from this is probably one of the meanest bass lines in this pack. Let's get into optimal range, which with my presets will always be between C3 to C4. Bro! Let's use the mods! Okay, cool. So again, I want you guys to notice something too. This has velocity automations on the filter cutoff. What that means is if I play the velocity low, this is going to sound very, 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 very close. Here we have more of a Chris Stussy bass sound. So for this one, we cannot use Riffer, so we're going to exit out of it, and we're just going to play this real quick. The mods helps bring life into the sound, power into the sound. It's inspiring. It's crazy, isn't it? Wall design presets to inspire you, create you. That's my goal in life. That's what I want from this. All right. Next one we have is actually another one of my favorites. For this, we're going to use Riffer. It's called bass guitar, and this one is a beast of a patch. We used the bass guitar, layered it with this stuff. We use span. We also use Vision 4X, which the spectrogram, the heat signature to make sure the low end sounds proper for you guys. All you have to do is pick the right kick. That's all I can ask from you guys. And from there, by the way, the kick I'm using here is from the Sever 5, I believe, called Decade Old Kick, but I did reduce the highs because it was too clicky. But from here, let's see how this sounds like. Check it. Let's hit it. Let's play it low, because a lot of presets, a lot of patches from people, when they play low, they're like, my low end gets lost. Not here. Ah! 40, I love this one, but we need something more stable. Here we have some velocity changes. So let's say that if you wanted this to be more deep, you would just lower down the velocity. Oh, you put it high up? So again, the velocities are there to help you guys out to make it come to life. Here we have one called Classic Butter. A lot smoother. This one's going to be more of a higher up sound. Here we have Clavicles, one of my favorites. Low. Bro, where can you find that, bro? Like, that's insane, right? Like guys, so as a sound designer, I made these sounds and I put my effort in. And it's like when you guys work on music, you work on the sounds and then the sounds lose that touch, right? You're not as happy. But now that I have a more of a clear mind, I'm hearing them with you guys, I'm like, holy fuck, this pack is great. Why am I releasing it? This should be for me. For you guys. I want you guys to have fun making music. That's the goal with every sound bank. You know, money's cool. Fuck that. I want to create something that will bring joy to people. It brings fulfillment, happiness to my life. So again, there's a lot of bass lines for you guys to discover. Look at that. There's a lot. If I had to pick one more to show, man, like there's a lot of good ones. We have some Gorgon ones, which sound a little more beefy. So prepare yourself. There's a couple of interesting bass lines in this pack that I really like. So we're going to get rid of Riffer now. And what I mean by that is like this one, it's an SH2 lead. So I love studying analog synths, and with house, it's like a no-brainer to study them because it helps bring to life things that they did in the past. Like a lot of producers used to use different analog synths. I have two here, but these are not old school. And from there, you learn that how easy it was for them to achieve those sounds because the synth, it's somewhat like the sound of it allows it to do certain things, and it sets up the producer to do certain things. So me studying that and bringing it into Serum was a goal. So for instance, this one's called an old school SH2 lead. Now I should have called it SH1, which is a very good techno analog synth, but they're expensive for what it is. Point being, I got like an emulation of it. And what I liked was the PWM. So now I know how to use these PWMs that Steve Duda provided in Serum. The cool thing about this is that it's like a Reese, but it's not a Reese because the square wave moving is what creates the movement in the sound. And it's this filtered a bit more are the basses you're starting to hear with terminology. with Sosa. It's a very dirty bass sound that you can use. We can even add punch to this. Check it out. From there, we have the chord snaps, which are meant to mimic the ones you sample from Splice or Loop Cloud. The theory behind them, there's a video I made about it today that you can watch. But again, these are going to be them. I'm going to show you guys some of my favorite ones. Again, there's just too many presets to kind of go through, but let's check them. This is probably one of my favorite ones. It's velocity based. So if I increase the velocity by pressing the B as in vaca button on my keyboard, I press C to lower it down, bottom left, it's changing. Sounds badass. Take it. Just hear the quality in that. Oh my God. Let's go all the way with it or whoop. This is probably everyone's favorite. I like to post a lot of my presets online as I work on them, and this is probably the one that everyone was going mad about. So if you're gonna make a song with this, you better hurry, you dog. This is why you explore the mods, because you can combine. Oh, this is nice. Some reverb would do it good though. Long Beach Boulevard. Those are just some of the chord stabs. There's still a couple more to kind of go through, but hopefully you guys enjoyed them. I think I'll show one more called Valencia, California. I used this in one of the demos and people were going nuts about it. Like, just hear how the sounds sound like and compare it to the other stuff you've gotten before. I mean, my goal is to impress you guys, get you guys excited to make some music. So hopefully I achieve that. From there, let's move on to some of the leads. There are effects in this pack. I'll show a couple. Now with some of the leads, there's going to be velocity, and some of them will have after effect. What that means is when you hold the key, something happens. It's probably one of my favorite leads in the pack. Devi Dep Saw 2, bro. Oh my god. Taking it old school, bro. Devi Dep vibes, huh? Dumping music, sweet DJs. So this one's like, these are Tantra-based sounds. It's a plugin that a lot of minimal house producers use that I studied as well for these patches. So that way, you know, I can make them sound a little cleaner coming out of Serum. From there, we're going to have some pads to end the pack. Sounds from Minimal Nights. There's still a lot more to explore, and I hope that you guys enjoyed the presets. Again, my goal is to give you guys sounds that will inspire you to make music, that won't give you headaches, and again, push the boundaries of what you guys know about sound banks and stuff. So hopefully I did that. If you guys enjoyed it and you want to support, you can find it over at evilsounds.com. But with that being said, thank you guys for your support, and you guys have a hell of a minimal night. Peace out. Much love.